Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everybody.
Welcome to
Yes, another
another.
great
Yeah.
episode of the
Mm,
CLAUMAN show, and we are doing fine. How are
yeah.
you also
How are
doing?
you doing?
Yes.
Where did he? Where did he appear? Deep.
And we here,
Yeah.
yes, and you are all welcome once again. Today we are talking about comparison.
Yeah. Comparison.
Yes,
Comparison.
comparison.
Have you compared yourself to someone before?
I have.
And what did that? Like, how did you feel?
Um. Okay, the person was someone I was admiring. Yeah,
Like,
so
was it an age
obviously.
mate or?
No, I wouldn't say. Okay, I have in primary an age mate. Actually,
Okay.
the young lady was a very brilliant girl. I like how neat and put together she was. She was our class captain, and I
Okay.
really admired her for that. But it was okay, like you were asking, it was on a good note.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think as time goes on, you meet people, you admire one or two things about them. Yes, and I think the only bad thing is when you do that and you let that put you down. You let that degrade you as a person. That is what becomes the problem.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you?
Well, I've compared myself with people before.
Yeah.
From school, even in the work settings,
Yeah.
certain people that I aspire to be like. I don't think that's comparison. I think that's an aspiration. But
Aspiration,
when
yeah,
you
because
compare,
you're
it's somebody you think you are at par
par
with.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you try to see, hey, am I better than the person, or is the person better than me?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've realized is that in this life, there's always going to be someone who is always a little bit ahead of you, and there's always going to be someone who is always a little less, beneath you as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So that is life. You will never get anyone, being equal. We are all different in our own unique
Yeah. Yeah.
ways. Yeah. So I think that is it. But today we are going to talk about the negatives and the positives of comparison and the best ways to go about them. Yeah.
So why should you even compare yourself? Why would you want to
Compare
compare
yourself.
yourself to someone in the first place?
Yeah.
And we are not saying comparison is bad. Sometimes you can compare yourself to someone and say, hey, this person is here at this time. Then it means I have to strive and then also get there.
Exactly. It will
I
even
mean,
motivate
yeah.
you.
And you don't just look at the negative side
Yeah.
only, but rather look at it from both ends,
Okay.
the positive side and then the negative
Negative
side.
side.
So now let's talk about the negative side
Yeah.
first. Now, comparison will make you lose focus. Maybe we are all going to Accra. Um, Let me use Spintex for instance.
Okay.
From Spintex to Accra, you can use the Palace Mall route, where we go through Palace Mall
Yeah.
to Airport Junction,
Yeah.
and then from Airport Junction 37, and
37.
then we get to
Yeah.
Accra. Or you can use the Teshi route, where you go through Teshi, then Labadi, Osu, and then you get to Accra Central. Now, you are going to the same destination. Now, when you pick Trotro, they all charge 9 cities, meaning they calculate the distance as being the same.
Exactly.
So it means whether you use the Teshi route or use the Spintex route, you still get to Accra.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. In the mornings when the traffic is heavy on the Teshi route, on
On
the
the
Palace Mall
yeah.
route. Now when you go with somebody that uses the Teshi route, the person will get to Accra before you.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean you are not going to get to Accra, even though there's traffic on the way. That is how life is. Now, sometimes you might be in the same company with someone and they'll promote the person and leave you. You think, oh, Charlie, I came with this person, or we're all employed in the same year. I sometimes even have a better qualification than the person, but they've promoted the person, but I'm
Yeah.
still there. This will start bringing negative thoughts into your
Into your
head.
head.
This is what happens. Like, you see someone and then you feel I'm better than this person. So why
Yeah.
is this person having this and I'm not having it?
Exactly. Yeah, there's this friend she believes like, she's good. She's 100K married material, and there's another colleague of ours who didn't have all this criteria that she was having. And she ended up getting married before her. So she was like, she was looking down upon herself, asking questions why it happens that way. But like you are saying, we are all different and we are all having our own path that we all, go through life with. And one thing I realized is that me personally, when I see or meet someone and I see something on them, like one thing I think would help each and every one of us to overcome this is whenever you see something with someone that probably the person is, moving on with, going in or something like that, don't envy the person. One thing is, don't give that envy, that attention. Don't give it attention. The moment you give it attention, you are inviting enviness and then hatred and so many people, because they say that comparison, they say, causes envy. And whenever you see a friend of yours growing and maybe probably doing something better than you are, just see that it is not time yet. You get it? Yes, because one thing I have realized with my life is when my friends are around me, I choose to be happy for them all the time. And when it's my time for that thing to happen to me, mine even comes and it's always bigger and better. So I don't even see why people waste their time envying. Be happy for your friend. Don't allow envy set in. The moment you give it your attention, it's going to rule you. And bet me, it's going to take the best part of you. So don't waste your time envying, because it's actually a waste of time. And they say that God's time is
It's
always the
always
best.
has
It
always
is
been.
very true, because in life there are hard times, there are good times, there are sad times, and there's also happiness. So if today things are not going well for you, just know that probably some days to come, your time is going to come and it's going to be full of happiness for you. So just always think positive and be happy for your friends. Be happy for the people around you. If they are doing well, if it's a family member, be genuinely happy for them.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard for you, even though it's very hard.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
sometimes.
see the thing
Yeah.
and like, I should be the one
Yeah.
doing this. I should be the one having this. I
Yeah.
should be the one going to these places.
Yeah.
But it will not be you. And the moment you lose focus and you start to doubt, when you compare yourself with someone,
Yourself.
it makes you doubt your abilities. It makes
Exactly.
you doubt what you can do.
Do as a
No,
person.
it could be that the person has gotten to where he or she
She
is
exactly.
in an earlier time because of something the person did.
Yeah.
And you have not yet done that. So you are not there yet.
Yeah.
Now, that should tell you that you need to, one, learn a
Learn from
lot
the
more,
person. It's a process. Life
approach.
is a
I mean,
process.
there's not something that should be hard, but
Yeah.
is actually the hardest.
Yeah.
Because you will see something with someone,
Yeah.
and instead of you to ask, you'll be somewhere and you
Yeah.
pass certain comments.
Exactly.
You pass certain comments because it is not you.
Yes. And
Yes.
some even go to the extent of backbiting,
Oh yeah.
They do, most of us, we do that a lot. And I think it's not healthy. It's not healthy in the sense that if you see a friend moving higher, you should bear in mind that if anything comes up, you are going to be the next person he or she is going to call. So why would you be backbiting and saying all sorts of bad things about the person, knowing what that if you do baby like when I obey like ne call to at the workplace, for instance, you have probably we are colleagues, we are doing well, but you are being promoted, and they don't know that the more you go higher, like it's also a chance for me because you are my friend.
Yeah.
If there's any vacancy or any promotion available, you are the one your friend is going to obviously pick and mention. Okay, fine. There are times to the
They'll
friend may
dodge you.
not. I know, right?
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's very true. I wrote on my status once that comparison will make you lose sight of the good things that have come your way and make you think that you are not there yet, even though
Exactly.
there are a lot of blessings that have come in your way. You know, you don't think of what you have done or you have been able to do along the line, but you think of what you don't have currently, but somebody else is having it.
Yeah.
Mind you, everybody needs something. Like everybody, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and all this. You think they are
They
very
have,
rich and all
they
that,
are
but
still looking out for something.
they have needs. Everybody have needs. And if you start to compare yourself to someone negatively, you go and do certain things you are not supposed to do. You might think, oh, maybe my friend is having this phone or this car or this thing, this dress, and you think the person did that thing to get it,
Yeah.
not knowing that maybe it is not what the person
Probably
or
it's
what
a
you're thinking.
gift or something.
It
And
could be
that will
anything.
cost you your happiness. Just
And
be content
you
in
not
life.
even ask the person, but you think, oh, nipa no koye o, nti me
And
koye bi.
also koyebi.
Then you go and do it and you end up in a
Yeah.
mess. You end up in a mess. So don't compare yourself to someone negatively. If you want to compare with someone, compare in a positive manner. Oh, the person is doing this. Can I do that? Let me approach the person and ask him, how were you able to do this? How were you able to do that? How were you able to? I remember when I started photography, I didn't know. Nobody taught me, like sat me down to teach me. I had to vend on YouTube, but I had some friends who were already photographers. So I had to ask them, oh yeah, we are saying, oh yeah, we are, oh editing and then I say,
And it doesn't take anything
you will
away
not die,
from
you will
you.
not die. I tell you, you will not die.
Yeah.
You will not die.
You
will
know,
not die.
I believe that if genuinely senka obia ema n'ani Sonia owa anka yɛn nyinaa yɛni bɛgye wɔ abrabɔ mu.
We
Like,
will not have an issue.
yes.
Like we will not have
just be
problems.
content in life. Be content in life.
That's
That
the
is
thing.
that is it.
Yeah.
Just be content because, like we said in our previous video, suicide, like your needs, they are endless. Unya way ochina fufu oba, you are solving this problem, tomorrow another one is coming. You know, Sugar Rush. Yeah, I don't know. The lady you said you like, I've forgotten her name.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember her name.
but I remember for this one I know her. And you know, they actually stole some money. And the other sister was telling this one that as for her, she's going to spend the money. She's not going to be saving and doing no, because they were born into this life with problems. They will die with problems in this life. Problems never end. You get
Problems
it?
no dey finish.
No problem, no they finish. Yes, that's even a song. So just be content in life and just be happy with what you have. And I believe we have everything we need as people. You have it.
Yeah.
So just be content and don't be fighting for something that it's out of your reach just because you've seen a friend have it. Relax.
Yeah, a lot of the ritual killings and
It's out of these things.
necessary prostitution.
Exactly.
And the latest name, hook up and those things. Yeah, because of some of these things.
Yeah.
Some of them, they don't have an option. And I don't believe in I don't have an option. There's always an option, but you chose the easier way. Yes, human beings, you do that. You don't want to suffer. So the easiest way out of a problem is what you look out for.
Yeah.
Don't give yourself that pressure. Don't put yourself under that line.
Exactly.
If you are not there yet, work towards getting there.
It's a process.
If you are not there yet, keep working towards getting there.
Yeah.
Instead of instead of trying to skip the step.
Yeah.
Make sure you take your time and go through the step.
Exactly.
You appreciate the process more.
Yes, and you appreciate what God has blessed you,
Yes.
because if you're always looking out for what others have and you don't have, it doesn't even make you appreciate God for who He is and what He has done for you. You know, that is why we keep preaching and I'll keep saying this, always be grateful. Always be grateful, because the more you do that, you open doors for new opportunities, for new things to also come your way.
Yeah. Be content with what you have. Be content with where you are.
Exactly.
But don't be comfortable. So it means every day you need to get to the next level, try and then move to the next level, try and move to the next level, try and move. Don't say I am here, so no.
Yeah.
You lose what the bigger things that you could have done. I always use this as an example that the first time we thought of staging outside, I thought it was a big thing, even though it's a big deal. I thought it's something I would not be able to do. Like I always saw it as something very big. But until we took a step to go and now start asking the finer details, like now the year player saying, then we got to realize that even though it's a lot of money, but you teach and kakra will be able to pay out.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what we did.
Better jobs of water makes a mind wish. And we are even going to share a video on that and how we prepared for that event. So kindly watch out.
Yeah. So it's a big world with endless opportunities for everybody. Everybody has an opportunity. I always use this trotro drivers as an example. You see a lot of trotro on the way. But
when you just say that, like one thing I realize is that let's continue supporting each other in the sense that there's space in this world for each and every one of us. So, like I would say, don't envy. Pray about it that God should also help you to acquire something like that. You can also go to the extent of even finding out how they got it. Do your research, because at every point in time, you always meet someone who is always high. No matter who you are in this life, you always meet someone who is always higher than you, who speaks better than you, who looks better than you. Yes, and there's always someone who is also going to be lesser than you in these areas. So just be grateful to God and live your life.
Don't compare yourself negatively to anybody. Everybody is different. We all came with different destinies.
Exactly.
No two people have the same destiny. Keep this in mind and know that if you keep comparing yourself to other people, you lose track of all the good blessings that have come your way.
Exactly.
And think of yourself lesser than how you should think of yourself to be. Don't make it look like baby, what do baby? You've got it somewhere. And you are going somewhere, so strive to get there and let's be comfortable and conveniently accept our status and find ways to get better.
And love ourselves too.
Every time. So it's been an awesome episode once again. We've had fun. We've shared our ideas.
Let us also know what you also think in the comments. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment.
So it's been myself, Emmanuel Abe.
And I'm Judith Claudia Hagan.
Thank you for having us. It's been a CLAUMAN show. Bye. See you next week. Bye. Bye.